Hi fans of high quality entertainment. This is likely going to be a very long video because I've decided I have so many video ideas to do, I wanted to just get rid of some of them. And so this is the first idea, and there's going to be some rock music vlog videos in this video. I know that most of you aren't going to watch the whole video, and that's fine, but I know I have a fan or two out there that will watch the whole video. And please, as always, please thumbs up the video because supposedly it helps the channel get up there in the rankings for YouTube. This is Coca-Cola Light, which I guess just came out recently. I hadn't even heard of it until a couple of weeks ago. And it is made with, it is sweetened from natural sources, whatever that means. And now I'm going to read the ingredients. Take off my glasses. And in case you're wondering, these are bifocals, but yeah, I guess I could read it from there. But for even when I'm reading, I take off my glasses and I can read fine. So here we go. Carbonated water. Sugar instead of the glucose fructose, which I guess is worse for you. Caramel color, natural flavor, phosphoric acid, sodium phosphate, which is always my favorite. Sodium benzoate, stevia extract. Caffeine, citric acid, and that's it. Caffeine content, so for this whole can it's 28 milligrams of caffeine. Calories, not bad, 70 calories. Fat, 0. Sodium, 50 milligrams. Carbohydrates, 18 grams. And sugars, 18 grams. And I believe in the regular Coke, it's something like, is it 42? Something pretty high anyway. And I've done another video quite a while back on Coca-Cola, and in which I tell the viewer that I used to be addicted to it when I was a teenager, and even in my 20s and 30s. And there used to be a time when I would drink like a 2-liter bottle of Coke every day. And that's why I have fake teeth. I'm just joking. I don't have fake teeth. So here we go. And I'll give you my honest opinion instead of my dishonest opinion, which I usually give. With the regular Coke, there's usually like a fizz, and it's fizzing up your nose. I bought a 12-pack. They didn't sell them separately. But it was only $3.99. It was on sale. The first thing that, for a review, that got into this little mind of mine was, it's like a watered down Coca-Cola. I'm kind of disappointed in it. And there's definitely not the fizz that there is in the regular Coke. It's kind of... I'm starting to, seriously, I'm not trying to be funny here, starting to on the palate, whatever that word is, starting to taste what I remember when I was younger, much younger, is they used to have, I believe it was cane sugar in the Coca-Cola, and that's what I guess I love the most about Coke. And then the new Coke came out, which sucked. And then when they brought back the original Coke, it wasn't the same, because I guess that's when they started using the glucose fructose. But but there is a little bit of the old Coke flavor to it. You know, like the fountain Coke, which I always thought tasted better, especially... Where am I going here? Who am I? Anyway, where was I? I'm one of the best reviewers out there. That's why you people watch my channel. But I'm disappointed in this, but it's great that it's lower calories and less sugar, so if you're kind of addicted to Coke, then this is a great option. And I'm pretty sure this is a lot better for you than the diet colas out there. So I would give this a... I'll give this a 6 out of 10. It's not terrible. It's just kind of a little bit on the bland side. So that's my review of the Coca-Cola Life. Thank you for watching, and there's going to be more videos coming up. And this is kind of like a Christmas special, I guess, for my few fans out there. Because I usually am always thinking, okay, this video is going on too long, shut up, Larry. You know, because people don't have patience to sit there and watch a video for hours on end, and I totally understand that. I know that some people watch some of my videos and watch a minute or two and click. That's totally fine. But I've also read, you know, because of YouTube views and all that, that even if people post longer videos and the viewer doesn't even watch all of it, it's better for your channel because, for instance, if somebody posted a 40-minute video and the person only watched 4 minutes of it, that's better than if you posted a 2-minute video and the person watched the whole video. It's just, YouTube's nuts. I should do a video on my whole YouTube career. My YouTube career. So that's it. And now on to a rock music vlog or two and then some other things. Merry Christmas. It's not that good. Hi, I'm back. And at some point in this video, someone asked me about giving the viewer a tour of this apartment. They actually asked on my ASMR channel, but I might do it here. And on my ASMR channel today, after I've done this video, I'm going to finish my CD collection, organizing it. I've just got a few left, and then I'll show it to you, the whole CD collection thingy-dingy, on my ASMR channel. So maybe at the end of this video, the video will be done and there'll be a link for it, so I hope you watch it. And if anybody watches this whole video, boy, you must not have a life. Leave a comment below, and don't lie. Okay, the first rock music vlog I want to quickly do is R.E.M's top 10 songs. I'm not a huge fan of R.E.M, but I certainly respect them, and there's certain albums of theirs I absolutely love, and my very, very favorite one is Automatic for the People. And this is my top 10 R.E.M songs. Number 10, Imitation of Life. Number 9, Can't Get There From Here. Number 8, What's the Frequency, Kenneth. Number 7, love this song, Radio Song. Number 6, It's the End of the World as We Know It and I Feel Fine. Number 5, I've heard the song a bit too much, so I'm kind of tired of it. Otherwise, it would be even higher up in the list, but it's still a fantastic song. Man on the Moon. Number 4, Drive. Number 3. Now, number 3, it's one of those songs where sometimes it's like, oh my God, this is so schmaltzy. And there's other times it kind of tugs at your heartstrings. And for the most part, it tugs at my heartstrings when you really, really listen to it. Everybody Hurts. I'm just thinking about the song now. Number 2, Finest Work Song. And number 1, oh my God, this there's personal reasons why I love the song so much. It has to do with my first wife, Nancy. But it's one of the few songs that really, really can get to me emotionally. And it is Find the River. That's funny. Look. Look at this. Wow. Oh, you want to see it? Mojo with R.E.M. on the cover. And look at this. Look, it's Sparks. I'm not the only one that likes Sparks. They are actually mentioned, I mean, in these British magazines quite often. It's really, well, maybe it's not surprising. And I actually have a pile of photos of Ron and Russell Mael, who are mainly Sparks, with all of these celebrities, which I'm going to do a video of at some point, including Muhammad Ali, Desi Arnaz, Joey Ramone, it's just Morrissey, Weird Al, all kinds. And an autographed picture that Paul McCartney gave to them. He signed it because, of course, Paul McCartney portrayed Ron Mael in the Coming Up video. Never mind me, I'm just reading. I will edit some of this video. The parts where I'm talking, mainly. There's quite a few good rock magazines. They're mainly the British ones that I love. But Mojo is absolutely my favorite. I'm just trying to find that Sparks article. While I'm looking for it, I'll sing to you. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. My favorite Christmas song is Little Drummer Boy. Did you know there's an index in the front of magazines? And so all you have to do is look for the particular article. And Sparks are on page 18. There they are. In the studio, their new album is coming out in 2017. Nice little write-up. And just one quick thing that Ron Mael says, the keyboardist. We have a strong respect for pop music, and it does make us furious when there are so many things around that don't seem up to a certain level, but are accepted as if they are. In a certain way, the length of time involved makes you feel even more strongly. You hate to phrase it this way, because it just makes you sound like the guy on the lawn chasing the kids off. But I think what we're doing currently is current. They're always current. Except when they're behind the times. This is a local magazine called County and Quinty Living, because I live in the Quinty area, Belleville, Trenton. And this is a very cool guy, Mark Rashad. Rashad. I can't even pronounce it properly. And he owns this theater in Belleville, Ontario, which is magnificent. And I actually saw Pete Best here. They had a Beatles fest a few years back, and he was giving a talk. There's the outside of the Empire Theater. Make sure I get in the picture. So if you're ever in the Quinty area, you gotta check that out. They've had so many bands there. They also have rock concerts outside, which hold, I think, over 3,000. I have seen Cheap Trick, Mark Farner from Grand Funk, but they've had Styx. They've had John Anderson from Yes inside. They've had, did I say Styx? Meatloaf. They've had Slash. They've had Burden Cummings, Randy Bachman. They've had Bachman Turner, Blue Oyster Cult. Just many I haven't listed. Guitar collection, which is awesome. And I'm Facebook friends with him. Not that he knows it. There he is. Look at that. Just look at that. And also mentions my buddy Andy Forgy, who's an icon in this area, just like me. Why am I not on the cover of County and Quinty Living? I think somebody should write to them and tell them that I'm a celebrity too. I can do this. And make really, really long, boring videos. And speaking of Facebook, somebody asked me, can I add you on Facebook? Are you on Facebook? I always have my Facebook address at the bottom of my videos. So yes, add me as a friend. I always double check though. I might have accidentally blocked a person or two because, you know, almost daily I get some that are like fake profiles, and so if they haven't had much of a timeline or they have like 3 friends, I find it kind of fishy. So I do apologize if I accidentally blocked somebody. And now for R.E.M's top 10 songs. That's me in a few years. I'll be repeating myself with this stuff. Okay. Yeah, the other thing about Facebook, if you add me, is if somebody messages me on Facebook, I always respond. I try and be very polite, and there's some nice things that are said, and I thank them and all that. It's just that I can't message too much because I've always had issues with my hands. I've got like this tendonitis which started in my arms, and so it's kind of annoying for me to type a lot. Unless you're a woman. If my girlfriend's watching, I'm just joking. I just message you a lot on Facebook. Nobody else. Well, a couple of other women, but you know about them. Why am I whispering? And I also post, I repost some of my YouTube videos on Facebook as Facebook videos, but I also have quite a few videos on there that have never been posted on YouTube. So that's another reason to add me. So add me as a friend if you like. You can message me, I'll say hello, then I'll say goodbye, and that'll be the end of it. Don't bug me. It's funny. Sometimes I'm funny. This is sort of like a little mini commercial, but I'm not getting paid, I promise. You know, I've been working in factories off and on for years, and in some factories you have to wear safety boots. And I hadn't been working for a while, and then I got a temp job at Procter & Gamble in Belleville, Ontario. 12-hour shifts, and you had to wear safety shoes. And I've always had feet problems, and of course wearing safety shoes, especially for 12 hours, causes more pain. And I've gone through quite a few safety shoes in the last few years. Anyway, like I said, I've always had some sort of pain in my feet when I'm working. And I also have these lifts. I post a picture of my feet, which I actually do have, but it's gross. My feet are like so warped, and these are my lifts. So as you can see how it lifts up on the side. But it's definitely helped with the pain. Anyway, these safety shoes I bought last week. The other ones I had were pretty good. They were light, but I still had some aches and pains with them. These are called Terra. And I talk to everybody at work about them because I know some people suffer with foot pain. So I go around to complete strangers on the street and tell them. I show them, I have my shoe off, and I say, you should check out this safety shoe, it's the best. But these are Terra Spider safety shoes. And now my company paid for most of it, but this I believe was $140 Canadian. And they are the most comfortable, light safety shoes. See, I don't think it's metal, it's some other kind of whatever compound means. And they're super light. They're almost as light as a running shoe. But when I'm wearing them, they feel just like regular running shoes. I could actually wear these out during the day and I'd be fine with them, although I don't. And my team lead, thank you Justin for recommending them, he's had his for almost a year, and he says, you know, so they haven't worn out or anything. So I highly recommend, if you have to get safety shoes, and I don't know if these sell in the States or not, but if you need safety shoes, I highly recommend Terra Spider safety shoes. That ends another stupid video. You better pay me, Terra. I've got another rock music vlog for you. This one is, I apologize, I forget the user's name that suggested this yesterday, but it's a great idea. I never actually thought about it. I have this video where the Beatles' White Album, what if it could only be one album, what songs would you have on it? And so he asked me about why haven't you done physical graffiti, and that's because I never thought of it. And so I've made my one disc album, and I know that the songs have been recorded at separate times. For instance, the ones recorded in 1974, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And the other ones were recorded from 1970, excuse me, it's the Coke, 1970, 1972, 1971. But I'm still including the whole variety of songs. It doesn't matter about the date. And I'm making one single album, remembering the time of a vinyl record. I'm thinking of this as a vinyl record, one vinyl record. So about 20, 21 minutes per side. And that's kind of pushing it in itself, because usually they're about 18, 19 minutes. But this was really a hard list to make, but I'm sort of satisfied with it. I also thought of throwing in some light moments to the album, not just all the hard rock that I love. So there's a couple of songs that I didn't include that I absolutely love, and I put on a couple of songs that I don't love quite as much, but I'm trying to just make it a cohesive, that's a good word, cohesive, which I've never said before in a video. A cohesive album. Side 1, Custard Pie, The Rover, and In My Time of Dying. That would be it, because that adds up to 20 minutes and 54 seconds. And that's all a lot of, there's really no light moments on that side. It's all pretty heavy stuff. And then side 2, Sick Again, one of my absolute favorite Led Zeppelin songs. 10 Years Gone, of course, had to be on there. Bron-Y-Aur for the latest moment of the whole album. And then ending, of course, with Kashmir, which came to a total of 21 minutes, 52 seconds. And I know some of you would want In the Light on there, but it's another 9-minute song, so I had to really work on this one. And Trampled Underfoot people would want on. The one I was kind of wanting to squeeze on there was probably Houses of the Holy or Night Flight, one of those two. And at the end of this video, I'm going to do a bad grammar / reading viewer comments video. Aren't you glad you're still watching now? Yeah, all the idiots that shut it off. Now this is about really cool opening tracks for albums. I don't know if people care about such a thing like they used to, but you know, back in the day, you never knew what you were gonna hear, especially with some bands like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, whatever. And so I'm not necessarily talking about like a great opening song like Whole Lotta Love. I'm talking about just the first few seconds or the first minute of an album that really grabs your attention in some way, either in a really quiet way or in a crazy way or whatever. And so these are the 10 that I thought of. in no particular order. And then I'd love your comments below, of course. Remember to like the video. I might have mentioned that before. But I'd love your comments on everything I'm talking about. Make a great big paragraph. I won't read it. Number one, but like I said, they're not in order. Yeah, I'm including sometimes two songs by one artist. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, just the way it kind of drifts in, and it takes so long until the vocals kick in. And then the opening, and of course the closing, of The Wall. And when I first heard the album, the first few times, I never really caught on to it until later on. And the beginning is We Came In, and then at the very end of the album it's This Is Where. And so if you connected them, it's just like a loop. This is where we came in. So that is really cool. So if you had that on a loop, the album on a loop, it would never end. Have to mention Sparks. Now, Propaganda is the opening track for their album Propaganda in 1974. And it's only 20 seconds long. And all it is Russell Mael's vocals, and they're multi-tracked. And it's a persecutor, I've never said that before, to what Queen did with their multi-layered vocals. And Brian May is a fan, or was a fan of Sparks, so I think they were listening. And so that goes from that into At Home, At Work, At Play, which is kind of like a hard rockin' song. And so it's really cool. And the other one is, This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us from Kimono My House, and Hospitality on Parade. Because at that time, the previous albums by Sparks, Russell was using his high-pitched vocals, and on Hospitality on Parade, he's got his lower register, which is a surprise at first. And just the way the keyboards kind of come in on the music, and then that guitar. One of my favorite moments in all of rock music is when that little guitar riff comes in. And of course, probably the band that started it all. No big surprise, the Beatles. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band with the audience chatter. Taxman with the counting, which I love, and that little cough. And Back in the USSR. And what's funny about the White Album with Back in the USSR is at the time my family lived, I still live very close to, I believe it's Canada's largest air base, Trenton Air Forces. So we live around a lot of planes. So, we put on the album for the first time and we hear this plane and we think the plane's going to crash into our house. It was just a Beatles album. Black Sabbath with the rain and the thunderstorm for their song Black Sabbath. I'm coughing now, and it's for the cough at the start of Sweet Leaf, which of course is Tony Iommi. Something to do with drugs. I know it's surprising with Black Sabbath. And he was choking from what he was smoking. Grand Funk Railroads, Sin's a Good Man's Brother. Now back in the day they were a hard rock unit, but this album starts out very quietly with acoustic guitar work. And so it's like, what's going on here? And then after a little while, of course, the amazing music sets in. Close to the Edge by Yes. And likely, I was going to say probably, but I don't say probably anymore, probably one of the greatest opening songs of them all. It would, I think, be number one. And I had been pronouncing this properly, but I'm going to screw it up again. Baba O'Reilly by The Who. Another one, number 8, Using Bells to open the album. Mother by John Lennon, the slow bells. And then ACD's Hell's Bells. Number 9, another great opening track, We Will Rock You, which of course goes into We Are the Champions. And number 10, Frank Zappa, Are You Hung Up? And I even wrote out the words to it. Eric Clapton actually is speaking in this at the beginning. Are you hung up? Are you hung up? Girl, out of sight, yeah. Listen, are you hung up? What does that mean? Are you strung up? Are you hung up? I don't know, I can't understand. Out of sight, outside, yeah, listen, are you hung up? Blah, 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 blah. One of these days, and then this is the recording engineer. One of these days, I'm going to erase all the tape in the world. Tomorrow I may do it. All the Frank Zappa masters. Nothing. Blank. Empty space. That's what they are now. Blank. Empty space. Oh, I know he's sitting in there in the control room now, listening to everything I say, but I really don't care. Hello, Frank Zappa. Hi, boys and girls. I'm Jimmy Carl Black. I'm the Indian of the group. I love it. Two more video things to go through for the person watching this. Let's get serious for a minute. As some of you know, I have a girlfriend, Karen. She hasn't been down for the last 3 weekends, but it's because of the weather and other things. Sadly, her mother passed away last week. And this woman lives over 3 hours from me. And she has driven here to visit me on weekends. I don't know how many times, but it's been since last June. And I believe it's been at least, I would say 20 times or more. And I have never driven to see her. And this might sound like excuses, but for me they're great excuses. One thing is, my car is over 10 years old and I don't really trust it on traveling long distances. And I also have a fear. I hate driving in the big cities. For instance, I'd have to drive through Toronto, and it's very stressful. And I actually had a YouTube friend a few years back who lived in the States. He drove to visit me and my ex my wife at the time, and I guess he thought, it's Canada, but he didn't realize how stressful it is. Like, Toronto is a huge city and kind of nuts. And I have driven in it years ago. And and I've already told her how much I appreciate it, how much it means to me, and it also, because I've had, I don't want to get into the details, but it really shows me that she really does love me, so that means a lot to me. And I am going to visit her at Christmas time. Yes, I'm taking the train to see her, and then after a few days she's going to come here for a few days. So yes, I am going to actually see her, and I will, it's not only going to be once. I'm going to take the train and see her again. But I definitely, and in the winter months I don't even drive on the highways here, because I had a car accident. Another reason is I had a car accident 5 years ago where I hit black ice and flipped the car, and it was terrifying. I'm kind of over it now, but I do stay off the highways in the winter months. And I just ask everybody out there that drives in the winter when it's nasty weather, please be careful and slow down. Thank you. And here are a lot of user comments. I'm not going to post the like I usually do because it takes a lot of work, and like I said, I do have issues with my hands that I save for work. Mr. Joy, 1971, you're such a nice bloke. Thanks. Thomas Jean, I hate people who hate. I know. Mummy Garcia, you are stupid and annoying. Boring like you. Thank you. Grow my own one. What a cool person you are, Larry. Not as cool as your cat, though. That's another thing. I'm going to be posting, I do this every Christmas. I'm going to be posting a video on my Facebook page where I sing a Christmas song to my cat Jinx, and she wears a Santa hat, and she's really tickled pink when I sing. Garrett Munton, thank you for the videos, Larry. You're so funny, man. Thank you, Garrett. One of my great supporters. A lot of really nice blokes out there, and gals. Callum, who is the one that asked me if I had a Facebook page. I love you and your videos, Larry. You are a legend, in my own mind at least. If I'm a legend, I just want to mention, why am I not on the front of County and Quinty Living? Somebody should contact them. You always cheer me up. I look forward to all of your videos, except this one. It's way too long. Keep up the great work. Larry, you are a great guy. Thank you very much. Mets fan 164. This guy is annoying as hell. I know. You know what? There's been times when Karen's been here and she's watching one of my videos on my phones, and it's like, oh my God, that guy's annoying. Then I realize, oh, it's me. Alex May. Yes, you may. You're Canadian, so your opinion doesn't count anyway. P.S. Honey Don't, Dizzy Miss Lizzie, and Mr. Moonlight weren't written by the Beatles, idiot. This is for my Beatles top 10 songs list. And more than a handful of people have said some of the songs I list are not Beatles songs because they're cover versions that the Beatles recorded on Beatles albums. They're Beatles songs. Bunch of idiots. D-E-H, Day 175. We know it's just your opinion. Stop the passive-aggressive apologizing. America no longer had to apologize like embarrassed liberal cucks. Trump won. America can go back to being unapologetically badass. Oh, he's got another one. Oh yeah, sorry about your country sucking. Just realized you are Canadian. Probably because of Canadian Studmuffin. You can continue your mediocrity. Thank you. James Buckingham, one of my biggest fans. Some of you might remember him. I've busted your balls pretty hard over the past little while, and you've took it well, all of it. Kudos, Lawrence. Take the high road. Always wins in my books. Shut up. Idiot. Richard Beckhoff. It's too subjective. It's too personal of a list. The tracks are good. That's what he says, are good. It doesn't matter what a Stephen King lookalike feels. There is no right or wrong. James Watson. When he said the list didn't get Rush, I unsubscribed. Bye. See you later. You know, these people unsubscribed. It's like, oh my God. It's like, no, my life's over. Jeez. Please don't unsubscribe. I'm just joking. Pat Brady 1. Started to lose faith in you, Larry. How starting over or woman is not in your top 10 beggars belief. Chris Fenn. Dude, what mental disorder do you have? You should review it. It's called being a really nice guy who doesn't attack total strangers on the internet disorder. Dason Nathaniel. Imagine a man starting at the camera while enjoying his hungry man. Starting at the camera. Mr. Jondal. Completely pointless video. Thank you. My least favorite colors, shirts, shoes, houses, blah blah blah. Get a life, dude. Opinions don't matter. Well, thank you very much for sharing your opinions on my channel. John Jarks. You were on the cover of Rolling Stone? Some people, it's just... I actually was, yes. But, did I mention this? Why can I be on the cover of Rolling Stone and not on the cover of County and Quinty Living? I think they have a Facebook page or an email address. Just Google them and then write to them and say, you should have this guy in your magazine. This is a comment for the Beatles' White Album songs ranked worst to best by Phil Wiles. What a subjective waste of time. J. Morno 600. I feel like this dude wants to bite me. I only bite women. Gently, very gently, very gently. Porful Popnecker. You know, when I was thinking of my name for YouTube, or for being a supposed comedian, that was actually before Canadian Studmuffin. I was thinking of Porfy Popnecker, but it was already taken by this guy. I had to quit watching when I saw that he was putting some of the best albums last, namely the earliest ones. He's talking about the Beatles. That's some of their best and most appealing work. I'll bet this guy has bad breath too. Amit Calderon. Wow. I love your channel a lot and I just found this video. You are an amazing person. I know. Really. It's really inspiring for me to see someone taking the hard experience he had and talking about it to help others. I appreciate you so much for it. I think it really teaches me and maybe more people in my age 15 group such an important lesson. I truly hope you are good now. And that's for that's for life stories. That's on my front page if you haven't checked it out, about dealing with depression. There's 2 videos there. Back to the funny stuff. Renan John Pineda. I'm talking about some song, obviously. I'm going to swear. Just warning you in case there's kids around or anything. Give you a chance. 1, 2. Just kick them out of the room. Hurry up. 3. Where is the fucking original song? And obviously I can't. I wish I could. I wish I could have samples, 30-second samples of songs from any artist. And I know some people have said, oh, you can do that, blah, 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 but trust me, my channel would be flagged or whatever. The video would be, I'd get a mark on my channel. Larry Blue. This is a fairly long comment. Whoa. 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 He only says it once. I just like saying whoa. I was digging the vid until you started your list, dude. This is for the Beatles' top 10 worst songs. And I only made it through 4 songs. First off, it's not a top 10 list. It's a bottom 10 but I didn't hold that against you. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Can we be friends? Add me on Facebook. Dizzy Miss Lizzie is not a Beatles song. Here we go again. It is a Larry Williams song. No. Recorded by the Beatles, okay? Okay. Dig a Pony is great. The lyrical imagery is brilliant. Yeah, but John Lennon didn't even like it. And on par with songs like Lucy in the Sky. Good Morning is incredible. John Lennon didn't like that song. Drive My Car is a better song than any pop song of the last quarter century. Hold Me Tight is not a great song, but is well crafted. True. Completely original and catchy. True. As were most Beatles tunes. Very true. I understand it's only your opinion. That's obvious. I also understand why there's so many thumbs down to your list. Yeah, it's kind of equal with the thumbs down. They're almost like at close to 300 on each side. But thumbs this video up. I might have mentioned that before. Does that tell you anything about your opinion? Nope, not really. Dan Michaels, I'm surprised you rated the Monkees. The Monkees were a TV show, not a band. It's not like they wrote their own songs. Yes, they did. They did write some of their own songs. Or even chose the ones that were real. They pretty much flopped. Yeah. Mary Nightingale. I am a big fan of early Sparks. Hi. Nice to meet you. I love Sparks. You need to jazz your vlogs up. The only good thing about this clip is the Beatles stuff in the background. Jeez. Oh, God. 1980s builder. Was that fake crying? No, it wasn't. Sometimes I just get emotional. Lancaster Gaming. Wait, where's Don't Stop Me Now? It isn't on my list of top 10 Queen songs. It's my list. Make your own list. Mary Shudindi. I apologize if I pronounced your last name correctly. She's a keeper. Please marry her. I'll have to think that one over. Bake of crack. Americans need to stop bringing their bad killer foods and fake reality shows to the UK. And also their fake crap. Fake crap. Fake crack. I ruined my own joke. Fake crack. Karma. Karma's gonna get you. Karma. I just subbed. You make the most mundane videos really funny. Well, this one's actually more mundane than funny. Thank you, though. Explosvismiri. Oh my God. Explosmis. Forget it. That is why you eat it with rice, you moron. This was for my spam review. This is why you eat it with rice, you moron. The rice balances it out. Why the F do you think people eat fish with lemon slices? Karma, another one. You somehow made me laugh within the first 10 seconds. Just like in this video, I'm going to make somebody laugh for the first time in the last 10 seconds. Don Carmen. Good thing nobody gives a shit what you think. I know I don't. Go stand in the rain with no shirt on, asshole. Trust me, you would not want to see me in the rain with my shirt off. Davos. Hi Davos, are you watching this? Or did you give up? No, he's one of my constant viewers, always commenting. Thank you. You, jeez, ruined it. Your voice is extra cool, damn Larry. Thank you. That's why you should subscribe to my ASMR channel. The link's over here somewhere. And there should be a video at the end of this video. I'm going to swear again. Chili cheesecake. Fucking Canadians. Now this is a person I friended on Facebook and then I blocked him. It was just I don't know if he was joking. Maybe he was joking. But it's for one of my vacuuming the cats videos. I just, a little weird. Hi Larry, I found your phenomenal video with your tutorial about vacuuming the cats and was stunned. But I have a few questions regarding that material. Do you plan to vacuum more things? Do you think vacuuming cats can help in developing strong relationships with them? What about mopping? Have you tried that as well, or is it just one vacuum show? The guy has a cleaning fetish. I'm almost done. That's what she said. Gots TV. This is like a spam thing. He probably copies and pastes this on every video he sees. Hey, sick video. You deserve more attention than you get. I know. Anyways, I'm a YouTuber currently on 16,000 subs. I have more subs than you. Nah, 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 nah. And I'm looking for promising YouTubers. I've been promising for over 10 years, buddy. Like you to help grow through the Shout Out series. You could gain 200 plus subscribers. I gained that in a minute. From it easily. If you're interested, you just have to follow a couple of easy rules. Number 1, subscribe to me. I don't think so. And turn notifications on. And stay active on my channel, liking and commenting on my videos so I notice you. I'll just put, hey, sick video. That's all. I'd love to see you over on my channel when hell freezes over. Make a new YouTube friend. I've got enough friends. Keep producing good content, question mark. That's a question mark. Keep producing good content? No. Oh, we're done here. One more. True Taboo 00. Wait, they are not Beatles songs. Honey Don't, Dizzy Miss Lizzie, and Mr. Moonlight are totally not Beatles songs. They were covers by the Beatles put on their album. Look up the song's artist. I should do a video where you, the viewer, votes. Are cover songs that the Beatles recorded on their albums, are they Beatles songs or are they not? Merry Christmas, everybody. And for those few still standing, I really appreciate you watching my videos. I don't love you, but I really do like you a lot.